Today's Toy Spot, we are having a look at the Diamond Select Toys Marvel Select the Unmasked Wolverine Special Collector's Edition figure. Spot wanted to actually get the masked version of Wolverine, but the comic book store that I went to only had the unmasked version. Now, truth be told, this is still my favorite costume for Wolverine. I've always liked the brown color as opposed to the yellow and the blue. So Unmasked Wolverine, I'm definitely going to still want to pick up and add to my collection, which is exactly what I did. The side of the package features some classic artwork of Wolverine. This is back in the day when I loved Wolverine. Kind of got away from Wolverine later on in life when Wolverine became cool and popular, where he wasn't that kind of just that side character. Now Wolverine, like Deadpool, is everywhere. It's not. I don't think I like the character as much now, where he's branded on everything. But back in the day when I was in high school, Wolverine was awesome for me. The back of the box says, with a fate of the world hanging in the balance, Wolverine must journey through his past and face demons he had thought were long buried. Not even these unbreakable adamantium claws can stop the forces gathered against the Kaijin. Wolverine, as he risks everything for the woman he loves, let there be no doubt he's the best there is at what he does. I think actually it was what Jericho from wrestling also says. Be on the lookout of other characters as well. There's Marvel Girl and also Anti-Venom, or Anti-Venom. To check out more from Diamond Select Toys, you can go to www.diamondselecttoys.com and see a whole slew of different Marvel properties that they're producing for right now. Again, Spot's going to take a break. I'm going to get this opened up. When we come back, we're going to get a better look at Unmasked Wolverine, the Special Collector's Edition action figure. Here's more anyway, guys. Don't go anywhere. Stay tuned. Getting Wolverine out of packaging, you're immediately treated to a display stand that requires a little bit of assembly. He comes with the helmet. Oh, hold on, Wolverine. We'll be right with you. He comes with the helmet of Weapon X. We'll just put that into place. It just kind of sits on the floor. And then he comes with this piece that just attaches to the back. And these grooves fit. Let me just see here. These grooves fit right in these slots. A little harder to kind of get in there going on. There we go. There's one. And there's two. And you get a little diorama that looks like that. It's not bad. Single peg hole, so you can take Wolverine that has just fallen. And you can take it and attach him to his display stand. I'm not super crazy about the display stand. It's not bad, but I mean, you know, for me, it fits perfectly in the vein of what this Wolverine is specifically. Like it seems like everything kind of goes together very well. Just take Wolverine off. We'll put that to the side. And let's have a look at the figure. As mentioned, this is my favorite costume of Wolverine. Diamond Select have darkened the costume, mind you, a little bit, whereas it being a lighter tan and then the brown, it kind of looks a little more darker in color. Kind of gives it a more realistic, if you can call it that, a realistic color scheme. Now, this is the Unmasked Wolverine, so of course he isn't going to be wearing his mask. Instead, he's going to be sporting the outrageous Wolverine hairstyle that has been toned down over the years. It's funny that this particular hairstyle, they did generally try to give it to Hugh Jackman in the first X-Men movie. Now, if you watch the X-Men movie now, you kind of watch it and you're like, oh God, he looks so silly. Oh God, he looks so silly. I might be of the minority that says that. Other people might think that Wolverine looks awesome with his hair really big in you know, a real movie scene. I think Wolverine, his hair, I think, looked the best in The Wolverine, where he goes to Japan and, you know, he's fighting the ninjas. But, yeah, very outrageous hair. It's not, it certainly defines itself as a 90s design for the character. He's short as well. I don't sadly have anything I can compare Wolverine here to, but he is a shorter Marvel Select figure as well. I definitely, though, even though I got the Unmasked Wolverine, I love the look of this character. I do want to get the Masked Wolverine as well. And if I do, I'll do a comparison between the two for you guys. He doesn't have as much articulation either as some of the later released Marvel Legends or Marvel Select figures. He does have a swiveled waist. He has hinged arms, which actually come out quite a lot. They rotate all the way around too. He's got the hinged elbow, and he has a swiveled wrist, ball joint legs, single bend knee, hinged foot. The one problem I have with this figure is his hands. His hands are sculpted in a certain way that they have to be pretty much flush to the gloves. The reason why I say that is when you start rotating the hands the wrong way, they don't gel very well. Like even turning it this way, they're not posed in a well enough way that you can kind of get a good pose with Wolverine, that you almost kind of always need to have them flat with the gloves. And then, I mean, you can kind of do some adjusting, but he doesn't have a swivel point in the elbow, so you can't you can't correct it that way. You can correct it the gloves, but again, like, you can only move the hands a certain way without it looking a little weird. It's still a great looking figure. It brings me back to 90s collecting comics. And like, we're talking Marvel Comics Presents. Like back in the day where Wolverine was fighting Cyber, Wolverine was in Japan, Wolverine was going under the name of Patch. Really, like, this was the era that I was collecting Wolverine comics and X-Men comics. Nowadays, Wolverine is so mainstream. I hate to sound like a preppy by saying that. Wolverine is so mainstream now, but this defines the character. This figure defines the character. When Wolverine was long before the days of being the cool, merchandise-selling, movie-appearing Wolverine, Wolverine was just berserker rage. And that's what I love so much about this figure. It really brings me back. Today's Toy Spot, we're having a look at the Diamond Select Toys, the Unmasked Wolverine Special Collector's Edition figure. Stay tuned, guys. Spot's going to have more Toy Spots heading your way. Thanks for watching. I'll see you next time.